first, once you open it, the home section will come. In home section, there will be some subsection. In every subsection, we have the different app. Okay, so we'll more focus on model configurations for your implementation. So for the master data, you have to go these app. For the attribute, you have to go these app. For the time profile, you have to go these app. So before that, you have to go the planning area. For the planning area, I told you that sample model entities is the app where you have to create the planning area for every project. This is the very prerequisite before your implementation or any project. You have to create your planning area. And you have to specify your planning area. In one planning area, you have to plan all those activities for the SAP IBP. So be very serious and learn the planning area and try to study over the planning area. So this left hand side, what you are seeing, that is all provided by SAP Labs itself. So in 2018, middle of 2018, when SAP released their update, so they provided us SAP IBP 1, which is called Unified Planning Area. So in Unified Planning Area, you can do anything. Like if your organization or you purchase demand planning only, so it may possible na. So some company wants to use IBP as a for the demand planning. Agree? Please agree with me. If maybe another company can only use IBP for their supply position. Okay. So in that scenario, we use the SAP IBP 1. So SAP IBP 1 is nothing but we can do everything module over this SAP IBP planning area, SAP IBP 1 planning area. So how to create planning area using SAP IBP? Just click on it. Then you have to copy it. Then either you can create, if you can create new, then you can create with new dependencies. Otherwise, if you want to copy it, so replace existing including dependency. Okay. So after that, if you select it, so you have to name your own planning area, ABC, XYZ, whatever you want to do. Okay. So you have to plan
What does
your
it
area.
mean, replacing the existing planning area, including dependencies?
Replacing existing planning area. That means which is exist. See.
Okay.
So this is exist.
Oh, yeah.
Already
Okay.
exist
You
in
are
my system.
basically copying and
You,
making
you,
changes.
you just remember that this name ZPUP. I will see you. This is exist in my system. Okay.
So this is your personal system access, or this is from
No.
this
This is
guide?
my official access. Okay.
Okay. But these guys, they did not give you any access, right? The virtual shop.
No. That is
Okay.
the issue. I already asked them that if you don't provide me the access, then I can't do anything actually. I can show you all these things, but I
Right.
can't
Understood.
modify
Yeah.
it.
No. I was under the understanding that they would be providing all these things and we would be doing in their test system or whatever. Okay.
Okay. So after that, you have to put, so this is source prefix. So whatever you will do, prefix should be the IBP. So not a problem. And then you have to, the main part is here. You have to select which portion you are going to be used in your organization. So are you using demand planning? So if you click up to demand planning, suppose you use all those things, then you have to use click in this checkbox. These all supported application. Got my point? Okay.
Yeah.
So and then you have to replace it. By that you have to create your own planning area. So once all the your planning area been created over here, where to go? You just duplicate it. By that new section will be comes in. So you have to write over there planning area. So that this is called sample model entities. Don't mismatch with both. This is called sample model entities. That means in here you can create your own planning area. And if you write the planning area app, if you in the planning area app, that means whatever planning area you have created or your project member are created, that will be shown over here. See, I saw you that ZPUP has already created, right? See, ZPUP will be there. See, this is the ZPUP planning area. That is why they told you that the replacement with the existing. Okay. So ZPUP is my planning area currently. So what we understand over there, if I create the plan your own planning area over here using this copy, then once you done with your planning area creation, then after that this planning area will be shown over here. So understood? So this
Yeah.
is the thing actually for the planning area. Now I am going back to the time profile which I have told you yesterday. Time profile is nothing but the time you have to mention where, like, how your plan will be going on. I mean,
Okay.
that is the time. How much time you will take? How much? What is the storage bucket profile? What is the time bucket profile? Storage means how data will be stored. That you have to define, and
Okay.
how you want to display your data. How long you want to display your data. That is the time bucket profile. Okay.
Okay.
How to
So
display.
the
So
first thing is to define the planning area, and after that we have to define this one by one time buckets
right.
reflecting in that
Right.
planning area. Okay.
Right, you are exactly right. So better you have to go the model configuration app. This is the model configuration. Here you will find the time profiles. Okay. If you want to, you are in implementation project, so your manager can tell you to create the planning, create the time profile. So how you will create? You have to create on over here new. You have to click on new. So whatever you have to select the time profile. Suppose the week. Got my point. So you have to put the ID over there. ID is, I mean, your ID. Okay. Name, whatever you are with, you can write a name, description, all those things. After that, you have to define over here. I told you that is the default display horizon. That means how far you want to display your data. That is 104 weeks. Okay.
Mhm.
This is the past and this is the future. That means future you want to see your data for 104 weeks, and for the past you want to see your data 104 weeks. Okay, got it.
Okay.
And I told you the time profile levels. So here time profile we have six time profile levels. First lowest level is day and the highest level is year. That is six. And in between one is day, two is week, three is technical week, four is month, five is quarter, and six is years. Got it?
Yeah.
So if you want to create, so you can click all over these things. Then all
Mhm.
will be come to your bucket. Here the start date and end date meaning the storage bucket will how you get the data, how your data will be stored in system. That will be
Okay.
defined by start date and end date.
Mhm.
And here you have to find these all those things. Okay.
Okay. I have a question here. Let's
Yeah,
say
yeah.
start date and end date. If we put like starting today until good until next year.
No,
Okay. So
storage
after
bucket
next
profile is,
year,
yeah.
sorry, after next year
Yeah.
we have to come back and adjust these
No,
dates or
that is why I am. Your question is very good, valid, but we don't do that types of things. If you want, you will see that there is a long time they are active. See,
oh, okay.
ended is 2056. That
Oh,
means
okay. Got it.
very much far. Your
Okay,
question is
got it.
valid, but generally we do very long time ahead. By that, every 6 months you don't come back here and change it. Okay.
Mhm.
So that is done for the time. So I think you have any question, time bucket and that planning area, you can ask me. After that, we will move to master data.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, sure.
And for the planning area, I need to tell you another thing. So suppose I told you that, let me open another one. If you want to create your planning area, you have to go your sample model entities. And if you view your planning area, you have to open only planning areas. So here we have how many planning area? Lots of
Mhm.
planning area. Lots of all are planning area, one by one. All are planning area. So what is the Excel view? I told you yesterday that Excel UI is respect upon particular planning area. You can't open Excel UI, Excel view actually using multiple planning area. How? Just open. I'm just opening planning area in Excel UI. That is very serious thing. Please mind it actually. So if you log in over this SAP IBP, I told you yesterday, recall it. So when you create, okay, when you create this one, you have to put your name as per your wish here. You have to put your server URL. After that, suppose here you will find the planning area name, that which planning area you will be working on. Got my point?
Yeah, yes.
So I am in case ZPUP. Okay, see that is the ZPUP planning area. So whatever I will show over the Excel UI, all will be the ZPUP related. Nothing else planning area will be come here.
Can you go back to that setting one more time where the planning area is mentioned in the
Sure,
connection?
sure. Suppose,
Is it a mandatory thing or optional where we
yes,
can?
obviously mandatory thing, because suppose you are working in ZPUP and your Excel viewer settings is suppose ZPUC not be done actually. That should not be done. So your planning view and planning result will be coming different. So suppose
Mhm.
you are working in ZPUP planning area, you have to active your Excel UI only ZPUP. So suppose, so we have these types of planning area. Please remind it that we have ZPUP, ZPUC, ZPUE, ZPUEUR, ZDR, IBP1. Okay, so this is
Mhm.
my link. This is my link. I am just copy. So here I decided that I will see my Excel view on ZPUC planning area. Okay,
Okay.
so I have to go to Excel. I have to put these three dots. I have to create. So I'm just putting TEST underscore ZPUC. This is as per my name. No one will
Mhm.
question you. Then look up planning area, please. Just you have to wait sometimes. Then if I click on these drop downs, what is it? 11 planning areas found. Choose one. That means, see, your answer is in this line. So we
Right. Right.
have total 11 planning area. See all
And
ZPUC,
if we leave it default, what is it that default planning area will
default
be?
means nothing. You have to put. You have to put.
Okay.
Okay, you have to put. So I am putting ZPUC. You understand all these planning areas showing over here. What do we have
Mhm.
here? What do we
Okay.
have
Got
here? So as per your requirement, you have to choose. So here I am choosing ZPUC. I am clicking OK. Already it will be there. Then I am clicking
it. Mhm.
OK again. Then in here drop down, we have three already. But now I am want to view using ZPUC planning area. I have to log in. So here, this is the another way you can find what is the, how can I check, that is the about, then help.
Mhm.
Don't click over there. You will find,
Okay.
see, ZPUC is the planning area. The first one is the planning area. My name is, connection name is test ZPUC. My name is this. And I am using 02305 updated Excel UI. Got it?
Yeah. Okay. Got it.
So that is how you can suppose you are doing 2 to 3 hours in your project. Suppose after the break you come back and you can find that what planning area you are using. So nothing, you don't want to hurry. So you just put over here. Don't click on help. Just make your cursor stay over here. Then
Mhm.
help button will show you that you are in which planning area. So
Yeah.
done. So this is called the ribbon and this is the web Excel UI. So planning area and time profile, I think we have done. So now I am
Mhm.
going back to master data. So what is master data? Master data, generally we have four types of master data. One is called simple, another is called compound, and another is called reference, and last one is external. So external we will discuss later if we have time. So we will more focus on simple, compound, and reference master data. So what is simple master data? Simple master data is nothing but have only one primary key. So I will go back to what is primary key. What is compound master data? Compound master data meanings you can say attaching two simple master data. So location is the simple master data. Product is the simple master data. So if I tell you the what is the location product, this should be a compound master data. Okay, got it. So I'm
Okay.
going back to home first model configuration. So here we can see our all these master data. Okay, so here the type is the simple, that means this is one. So suppose I am coming back to location, very simple master data. You know that's location, maybe
So
ZPP
these
is
are
my,
all standard master data given by SAP.
yeah, maximum master data is provided by SAP.
Okay.
You also can create Z master data. Okay,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
but here we will use the, if you want to create your Z master data actually, so you have to come back to your SAP product team and you have to get a permission. So better
Okay.
whatever they provided with us, that's enough actually for all projects.
Mm-hmm.
Just I don't know why it is not coming. Suppose this is the locations. Okay, this is the location, which is this is the simple master data. Why this is simple master data? Because we have one primary key. What is the primary key? This is now your second question. So in one master data, listen carefully. If you have any question, you can ask me. This is very interesting thing. So we have
Mm-hmm.
all those things in one master data called locations. In your master data, we have all those things. This is called location ID, geolatitude, geolongitude, location view paid, location description, okay, location region, all those things in one master data. These all those things is called the attribute. Got it? Attribute is nothing but is attached to the master data. So location is
Right,
the
right.
our main master data, but these all are called the attribute. Now, what is the primary key? So in computer science, we read this the primary key concept. This is the unique actually. This is the unique. So
Mm-hmm.
maybe we have two locations. Okay. So you stay in suppose in India, Hyderabad. Okay. So in Hyderabad, two location geo latitude may be same, but location ID should be unique. Okay.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Understood. Yeah.
So that is why you have to mark what is your primary key. By that, it will be differentiate to other master data. So location ID
Mhm.
for all should be the different. Okay. Otherwise, it will be mismatching. So make sure that you once you create the location master data, so you have to create the primary key. By that, we can differentiate the different master data. So if I go to this one, so in Excel, how can you see this master data? You have to create, you go to master data workbook, you have to create. Now you have to write the location, right? I'm just
Mhm.
clicking on edit. I'm just clicking on OK. Can you please tell me why this is in yellow?
And that is key, right?
Yes, please see. This is the star button over there.
It's a
Now,
mandatory.
no
It's
one,
required
so
field.
that means this is the primary and this is the different. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
This is the different. No one is the same. But see for the geo latitude, for the 1000 location, geo latitude is 0, 1001 location, 0 latitude may be 0. But
Yeah.
the different is the ID, and all are
Mm-hmm.
these attributes. Okay, all are these attributes, which you can see over here. Got my point?
Yeah.
So in by that we can see the master data and create master data. Basically, for the live project, your master data, these all these data will be coming from S4 HANA side via CPIDS. No need to create manually. So there is another way to create this master data using the data integration job over the IBP, but no need to do that. But every live projects they have a connection with the S4 HANA using the CPIDs, all your data will become. But you
Mm-hmm.
have to mention all those things, the location ID, latitude, whatever. So you can go to edit and you can see the customer master data. Just click on over here and you can write customer. Okay, so again you can edit, you can add. So you want to see what the product in your project. That's all the simple master data.
So adding means adding different master data
To view, nothing else.
to view. Okay. Hmm.
Adding means see in a one sheet. What is the good point of IBP? They see one sheet. We can see what is the location, what is the customer, what is the product in a single sheet.
Okay. Got it. Hmm.
Okay, and so this is the primary key. That is why it is in yellow, and as well as this is in star over this name. And these all are
Mm-hmm.
these attribute. This is product ID is also is attribute. It is not the except attribute. It is also attribute, but this is the primary attribute.
Right.
That means this is the unique for all other products. Okay. So now this is the simple master data. Now I
Okay.
am again edit. I'm just plus location product. Now can you tell me why this is two?
Because two keys, right? Two keys in
Because this
this
is the
master
compound
data.
master data. That is why two keys. So I'm
Right.
attaching two master data. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just marrying two master data in a single way. That is why this is called compound master. That is why we have two primary key. So if I come back to over here and see this is type is already compound. Okay. This is
Mm-hmm.
location product.
And when you define a new Z custom master data type, does it give option to mark it as simple or compound, or depending upon the keys, it will automatically
No,
put
this is
it there?
depending upon you. This is depending upon you. So for the
Okay.
simple master data, we have only one primary key. If you want to do any compound master data, you have to use the two primary key at least. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Now, my question is like, if I say two attributes as key, Does it automatically make it as compound, or do you
No,
have
no,
to
no,
go?
no. You have to do this.
You have to select
Okay.
it. Okay.
So if you want to
Oh,
create
okay.
your
Okay.
master data,
Got
you
it.
have
Got it. These
suppose,
are all the available. Okay. Okay. Understood now.
okay.
Yeah.
So I'm
Mm-hmm.
just clicking over here. Simple. So you have to put your name, master data name, ID, name, descriptions as per your wish. Now you have to add, okay, so you have to add these one, all these attribute. Once you add it, okay, suppose I am adding these three. Now you have to select what is the key. Suppose I want to see this ABC ID should be our key, then I have to click over
Mm-hmm.
there and then save it. I'm not saving right now. I just
Mm-hmm.
want to see you that how can I create. Okay, this is all these
Okay.
implementation step, you have to understand all these things.
Okay. Got it.
Got my point?
Yeah.
So this is actually the thing. So this is called the compound master data. So what is the compound master data? Compound master data is nothing but we are marrying two simple master data. That is called the compound master data, and which has at least two primary key. And for the simple master data, we have only one primary key. And the what is the primary key? Primary key is nothing but this is a unique key. By that we can differentiate from the others. So
Mm-hmm.
in attribute in a master data we can have multiple attributes, but in all attributes we have to select one primary key over there. For the simple master
Yeah.
data, one primary key. Compound master data, at least two primary key in attribute. Excel UI we can see it in this way. You have to go the master data over here. You have to edit or not edit first. Once you on face screen, you have to create it. After that you have to write it and okay it. After that this location, customer, product will be come over here. So in manage master data there is another app. So here, so for your implementations you have to create over this one, okay, this
Yeah. Okay.
apps master data types called master data. This is app name, okay. So in here in your implementation time you have to create and edit all those things using this one. But suppose you are in support projects, you have to analysis your master data. Suppose you got an error in data integration job that master data is not maintained. So you want to see, is it true that master data is not maintained in IBP? In that scenario, you have to go manage app, manage master data. You have to go to over here for hypercare or support projects. Maybe you can face these types of things that master data not present. So first you have to verify that system is saying that master data is not present. This is true or not. So by that you have to go this manage master data. And now you have
Mm-hmm.
to suppose you want to see on location. So here is our location. Suppose I want to see this location. Suppose you got some error or client send you that this location is not in IBP. Suppose you think it. So you have to
Mm-hmm.
go over this one, manage master data. You have to put over here. Then you have to go over here. Control V 1008. Go. Why it is not? Okay, I am in C na. That is why it is not coming. Okay. I'm in test system. That is why maybe it is showing over there. So if I put, so in test system na, they created lots of things. So if I go over
Okay.
ZP location, but in your production it will be one only for the location master data. I don't know. It should be come over here. Okay, maybe this is the problem for this test server. So they created different. So I have to check it. This master data is lies on ZPUC or not. Okay, because I am watching in ZPUC system. So all the master data and all those things will be lies on ZPUC because we have in ZPUC. So we have to
Mm-hmm.
check it. This ZPP location is there in planning area or not. ZPC locations. Okay, got my point. I told you in today very first day that we all are dependent upon the planning area because in
Mm-hmm.
we are watching in XLUI ZPUC planning area. Okay,
Right.
so in QC planning area, we have these locations, but
Mm-hmm.
somehow in the web UI because because it is test systems, we have lots of planning area created for testing purpose. So we did not check the proper planning area. So I just going to planning area first, planning area app, then go to attribute, then check which location master data type assigned to this ZPUC. So I could say that ZPC location is created in for the ZPUC. Then I go to master data app and search it for ZPU ZPC locations. Okay, please ask me. This is the very if you can't understand now all those things, so you can't do anything ahead actually. So this is the simple things and critical things actually. So all these planning and all these tasks should be in planning area dependent. So in planning area, which key figure, which attribute, key figure I will come back later. Which attribute, which
Mm.
master data is assigned. That only master data you can view in Excel UI.
Right, right. So going back to that issue, why we can't find it in Excel, you use ZUP planning area, but whereas in the IBP UI, that's a different planning
Yes.
area. That's why we didn't find the
Yes.
location,
In
right?
different planning area, we are searching. Okay.
Okay.
Because in ZPUC planning area, our location should be location master data type should be the ZPC location. Okay. ZPC is the prefix. So
Hmm.
that is why I am going again to manage master data. So I'm just search ZPC. Okay. We have
Hmm.
so many master data in test system. If you only search locations, see DDR location, SUN location, all those. But we have because in ZPUC, ZPC location is assigned as a master data. Thus, we have to find the ZPC location. In here, if we drill down, then we can find our locations. Whatever location, if you find it, you can find it over here. Suppose 1008. Got it?
Yeah.
But this location, suppose this same location 1008, if you find in manage master data, MA manage, this is also a ZPP location is a location that is also a simple master data. If I find it 1008, I should not, it should not be there. Maybe it's also assigned in that planning area also.
Uh-huh.
Maybe it's also so master data type can be assigned many planning area, that is doesn't matter, but you have to assign one planning area at least. What my
Hmm.
point, this doesn't mean
Yeah.
that this location is assigned in ZPUC, doesn't mean it can be assigned to another planning area. Not that you can assign this one particular location 10 to 15 planning areas. Is it okay?
Yeah.
So you just go through my recording. By that you will understand. The first day you can't understand all those things. Okay. Yeah. So that is the master data. So master data we can create or manage existing, replace existing, all those things. We have simple compound and reference master data. So simple master data we have only one primary key, and compound master data we have to have two primary key. And we can say attaching two simple master data is called the compound master data. Okay. So now what is the reference master data? So reference master data is nothing but a mirror image of any master data. Suppose from location to two locations. Okay. Suppose we have a master data called the from locations. The ship to party, sold to party,
Hmm.
Suppose
Yes.
we have a mirror image. Okay. We need to have the mirror image. Suppose we have a from locations. So we no need to create to two locations. So if we create the from two location as a reference master data of from location, then it will be ditto copy. So from location
Hmm.
and two location will be the same. Okay. So if we go there and if we go the master data, what is the reference component? Component you can understand now currently. See target currency. This is also the location from is the reference master data. Okay. Why it is? Because if you create the only location from, you no need to create the location two, or you have already been created the location two master data, no need to create the location from, because all will be same actually. So that is why you use the reference master data for the mirror image. So for the currency is also for the reference master data. Currency is the main master data. Target currency is the mirror image of currency. So we have two master data. Okay, currency and target currency. We already have the currency. So for the target currency, we no need to create target currency. We have to create the reference master data. By that, whatever in currency, it will be ditto copy to target currency, which is the mirror image to each other. So suppose in your project they have asked you to create the reference master data, you will see that you can create like this. So if you have the from location, you can do the two locations. Okay, ship from location ID is for this the primary key. See refer for these locations. This is the location from. Okay, the master data name is location from. What is the reference? This is the DDR location. So whatever in DDR location, is there, whatever data in this DDR location, it will be ditto copy to this master data, this location from master data. Try to
Mhm.
understand. Because the reference, this location from is taking the reference from DDR locations. So if you want to create the reference master data over here, in the suppose you are going to implementation, so you have to create the ID name. That is all for all actually. Now you have to add new. Suppose randomly I am taking. Okay, then reference attribute. Maybe this can be my authorization issue. So here we have a option to add this. So you have to add the reference master data over here. Okay, reference attribute. This is the my new master data I am going to create. So which reference this master data will take, you have to assign over here. So that means that master data will ditto copy to our new master data. So no need to create your data over here. It will be the copying
Mhm.
to each other.
Okay.
So got my point for the reference master data.
Yeah, it is copied from that reference.
Yeah, this is the mirror image for each other. Try to mind this word. This is the mirror image, ditto copy for one to
Mhm.
another. One we already have. Now we have to ditto copy to the new ones which we already have. The same data will we should reflect to new one. So that time we have to use the reference master data. Got it? So
Yeah.
for the master data, this is very important thing. So simple, compound, and reference master data we learned today. And the for the reference master data, we also have the primary key. Okay, so primary key is very important for these all these master data types. Okay.
Okay. So, question on reference master data. I know we created a new one with reference to something else, right? So,
Mm-hmm.
let's say if we need to have a data in that newly created master data that we created with reference type. So, that data, whatever we are going to create, should be part of that reference master data.
Can you come again? I just can't get you actually.
So let's say we have a master data like R master data, and we are creating Y master data with reference to R.
Okay.
Okay. And in the
Mm-hmm.
Y, let's say if we want to have a data, does that data has to be available in R data, R master data also?
Yes, yes, that's why this is the ditto copy. That's
Okay.
why this is a ditto copy. So R master data will be copied to Y master data. So R is the existing master data, and your newly created is Y. So R data will be exactly copying to Y actually. If you create Y
Okay.
and Y is the reference master data, and you are taking reference from R, so whatever data in R, it will be ditto copy to Y.
Okay. Got it.
Got it?
Mhm.
Okay. So we have done today master data and attribute over there. So now we have another thing is called key figure, but we will not discuss key figure right now. For last class we will do the key figure. Now we will go to the statistical forecasting part. So today we will discuss only the pre-processing step. So we have a apps called manage forecast models.
And before this, on the master data, we can delete the data, right, from either this UI interface, IVP UI interface, or the Excel UI.
Yes, you can delete, but for the next day, once your integration job will run, then data will come now. So if you want to delete all those things, then you have to cut your data flow from CPIDS. Because
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, with the batch job, it will come. But yeah.
suppose you can delete over here this data. Okay, it will be
Hmm.
deleted. You can save it. But the next
Okay.
day, once your job will run, okay, then it will
Mhm.
automatically fill it up. If you can't cut the data flow via the CPIDS.
Yeah, got it. From the source itself, we have to delete it for
Yeah, from
permanent
the source you
deletion.
have to
Yeah.
cut the flow because
Hmm.
all this data is coming from S4, not created by yourself.
Right, right. Yeah, I know. And also, is there a field like on every master data, like mark for deletion?
Maybe
Is
not.
there a data type like so mark for deletion and then we can delete it seamlessly from IBP
No, no, no. I
scheduled
think
job?
no. I'm just checking. But my
Okay,
understanding, you can't do these types of things.
okay,
So you have to delete from S4 and then you have to delete
Mhm.
from IP.
Okay.
Now we are moving to the statistical forecasting. So what is the statistical forecast? That is nothing but the system generated forecasting. So for getting the statistical forecast, so we have to do some prerequisite. So what is this prerequisite? Suppose you have to want to create your own statistical forecast model. So you have to create it over here. Okay. So you have to select which planning area. I told you that planning area is very important. So suppose you want to do your statistical forecasting in ZPUT. First you have to put your model name as usual. So suppose you are doing your ABC sub name. Okay, then you as per your which destination you have to do like that. Now the what is the periodicity? How could you see the data? It should be day, month, okay, week, as per your planning level, time profile level. I told you. So as per this level, you have to select all your periodicity. Suppose you are doing in day, nothing else, no problem. Historical period. That so what? Why the historical period is needed? So as an input for the statistical forecast, you have to get the history, sales data, which is already sales. So
Mhm.
for the past, you know the sales data. Sales data means nothing but your sales history.
Can you maximize your screen, or this is the
Yeah, it's
max?
already maximized actually.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Suppose X and Y axis I am just doing. Okay. So
Mm-hmm.
this is the sales history. Okay. This is the past and this is the future. So in past you already have the sales data which already been
Mm-hmm.
sales. So this is the history. So this is the
Right.
input for your statistical forecasting. As per your sales history for this particular location product, you have to generate your statistical forecast for the future. So that is why sales period is most important. How many days you need to have the sales history. So some suppose you are get only get the 500 day, okay, something like that. Forecast period means in future how many days you want to get the forecast. Okay, so error measure calculation you have to put over there. So nothing required actually because it is not in start scenario. Now the offset means that suppose you want to do the forecast for next 2 months, but after 1 month, 1 week you need to stop. You no need to do any forecasting. That is called the offset of the historical period or offset of the forecast period. So that is why you have to put it 2, 3, whatever. So
Mm-hmm.
after that, once the time setting is done, you have to go the administrative information. So once no, you for the administrative information, no need to do anything. Is once you save it, now automatically created by your user ID, changed by your name like that. It will automatically created. Now we have the 1, 2, 3, 4 step to create the statistical forecasting. Okay, this is also the implementation part. Please be careful. For the general, you have to create all these things periodically, how you get the historical period, how long time data you need for as a input or as a history. Okay, you have to put what is the uh, future forecast, how long time you will get the future forecast. You have to put over there. Now the pre-processing steps. So in here we have the three option algorithm: substitute missing values, outlier correction, promotion sales lead elimination. So today we will discuss about, or this session we will discuss about the outlier correction. This is the most important thing and maximum companies using this outlier correction methodology. So what is this? This is nothing but the cleansing. So why we need the cleansing technology for creation of statistical forecasting? So I'm going back to this thing. So this is our graph for the sales history.
Mm-hmm.
This is our graph. Suppose this may our graph for the sales history. So can you see there is some spike over there for the upper as well as for the lower. Sometimes the sales is so low, that's why it comes down. Sometimes sales is so high. So you have to clean all the data upper and lower band. Okay, we have
Mm-hmm.
to clean all
Okay.
our data. So that is why outlier correction. Okay, we need to do. Suppose you are in the sanitizer factory. Okay, you are in working with the sanitizer factory. So for
Mm-hmm.
the time of COVID situation in 2020, the sales was too high, because everyone purchasing the
Yeah.
this sanitizer. So that's why the sales was too high in that time. But if now for today, is this the same requirement will be there? No. Got my point? No, because the
Mm,
situation is stable now. So if I now sitting today, if I take the sales history for the this particular sanitizer from the 2020, so it will come so high for the sales history,
mhm.
because that time, that month, our sales was so high. So that's why we need to clean our data. So that is what we use the outlier correction. Okay, so have
Okay.
you get my point? What is the outlier
Yeah.
correction?
Yeah, I got it.
So that is a, so using the interquart, so we have different types of method: variance test and interquartile range. So you use interquartile range over here. What is the interquartile range? This range is called the interquartile range. So that means system will only get the history for this range to that range for all
Mhm.
this past history. So they will remove this spike over there. Okay. Also, system will not consider this lowest spike over here. System will consider only this point to that point. That is called the correction. Okay. That is why we use the outlier correction, and this is called the range, interquartile range. We have a upper band, we have a lower band. That's mean that is why the interquartile length. So what is the, this is the interview question as well. The which detection method you use? Okay, we use the interquartile range. Okay. Then what is the method you use? Correction method. That is the mean, median, whatever method is there. Suppose you use the mean. That means they will take the mean value. How, I mean, I am just painting over here, but how system will calculate the what should be our interquartile range? What is the method to calculate the interquartile? I can't say manually that this point should be our upper band, this point should be our lower. No, I can't do these types of things. We have to do some calculations. That will be done by the mean calculations. By that we will find the this range. Now what is the multiplier? Okay, multiplier you can use, you can't use. As per your project requirement you can use. So multiplier is nothing but whatever interquartile range will be there. Suppose you get the interquartile range over, this is the upper and this is the lower. So here they put this 1.5. You can put 2 over here, you can put anything over here. Okay, you can put 5 over here, no problem. 5 means what system generate this upper band and lower band, it will automatically multiply into 5. That means it will become something upper and here something low, because it's multiply whatever data will get after the calculations. This is the point, we have to multiply this data into 5, and here what we will get, we have to multiply the data into 5. Okay, that is the multiplier we use. Actually as we provided, you can use, you can't use, that is up to you and your business manager. Got my point? What is smoothing window? Smoothing window, that means the 7. So one customer, suppose one customer, we have a 7 days, okay, in a week. Suppose one customer, this is Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So one customer only get the data only for Wednesday. Okay, so that's, so if we generate the outlier correction, then only Wednesday the sales history will be high. Okay, but this should be a outlier. No, because customer only get Wednesday. They get the, what I could say, inventory. Customer get all their inventory only for the Wednesday. So that is why this should not be a spike. So 7 means whatever data is there. Suppose the data is 20, so it will divide it by 7. Okay. So what is the 20 divided by 7? So they will get all 2.9 for all day. Okay.
Mhm.
Got my point? 2.9 for all day. That's mean actually 20. It will be 20. So that is why we use the smoothing window over here. Smoothing window nothing but 7 means we are divided the data for all 7 days, because maybe the one
Okay.
customer has the requirement only for Wednesday. So if we come
Okay.
back and check the sales history for this customer, we can get only the Wednesday the spike will be high. After that all day it will be the constant. After the next week, only the Wednesday it will be high like this. Suppose we have
Mhm.
this XY parameter, if we sales day, suppose this week is go, Wednesday it will be high. After that it will be, then Wednesdays come, it sales is high. this will be constant. Then like this one. But is the spike? No, the customer is getting the data for every month actually, but they are specific for the Wednesday only. So that is why to avoiding this spike for any cleansing over there, we no need to cleanse it. We divided all this data into all 7 days in a week. Got my point? Please tell me.
Hmm. Yeah, got it.
Yeah, so that is why you use the smoothing window. Now come back to the input. What is the input? Input means for the statistical forecasting, what is the input? That is the delivery quantity, outlier, okay, outlier key figure, what put the key figure name, which key figure you have to show the outlier value. So I'll be come back to you, that is not a matter. So have you got my point for the outlier correction? What is the intention of the outlier correction?
Yeah, yes.
So interquartile range generally we use interquartile range between the upper band and lower band. So if you subtract upper band minus lower band, it will get the interquartile range.
Hmm. Yeah.
So that is the thing. So that is the thing. Upper band minus lower band, you will get the interquartile range, and that is the prerequisite for the statistical forecast step. So tomorrow we'll discuss about the statistical forecast step in details, and then after post-processing step. Today only we'll discuss about the pre-processing step. So pre-processing step is nothing but before, suppose you are in implementation projects, so you have to do the statistical forecasting. So you have to care about these pre-processing steps very much. By that you will get your forecast properly. If you can clean your data properly, then you can't get
Mm.
your forecast properly. So that is why pre-processing step is very important. In pre-processing step, you have to get this outlier correction. So in outlier correction, you use the interquartile range, and using the mean or median methodology, there is a see
Mhm.
correction with median. Okay, in the median methodology, you can also use these outlier corrections. So if you so using this median methodology, system will detect what should be our interquartile range. For the upper spike, they will delete. And for the lower spike, they will delete like that. They will delete the upper spike and they will delete the lower spike. And then you will
Mhm.
get the system will consider as a input for sales history only these two these values. So this is
Yeah.
also in questions. All these things, outlier correction, multiplier. What is multiplier? What is smoothing window? What is outlier correction? Which outlier correction method you use?